All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. I wanted to say fan violence, but I'm gonna use this example as NFL fan violence because this guy was paralyzed recently at a San Francisco 49ers game. Now, I remember Real Sports, I believe, doing a story on this like a year, 2 years ago, where like this violence is getting out of hand in these stadiums. And I just want to say, you motherfuckers need to get a life. You really do. Like, and this is hypocritical all the way around because I can guarantee you the shit that I see and hear about that goes on at these games is ridiculous. Like, okay, you got the Ray Rice story, and it's hypocrisy. You got the Adrian Peterson story. You got its hypocrisy. You got Roger Goodell's in the NFL's hypocrisy. You even got Anheuser Busch's hypocrisy in this, right? Not saying everything that was right was done by and everything that was right was wrong, but I'm just saying on all ends is to a degree hypocritical situations. Nobody's hands are clean in this at all. But this cracks me up because you got some of these fans out here who say that people need to lose their jobs and people need to do this and do that and we banning this and these corporations like Anheuser Busch banning this and I don't want to be a part of this are the causes of a lot of shit. What I mean by that is this: take Anheuser Busch for example. You want to pull your sponsorship because you don't want to be accused of a child abuse or whatever. But listen. But you produce the same alcohol that you sell to people that is damn near directly correlated with most violent acts in and out of these stadiums before, during, and after these games, whether they're in the stadium itself or the parking lots or in people's homes. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's some bullshit. Now, but I'm gonna get more so to the NFL and this policy. Because the players represent the league, the fans represent the league too. And I really think these fans are fucking out of hand to the point where they need their asses whipped. Like, and this fan violence culture goes way. It's not just when they get to the professional level. See, when you at a high, matter of fact, you had parents at little league games going at it. You got all kind of outlandish shit being done at high school games. I know people saw the news story about the hazing and the parents not wanting the school to be suspended for that gay sadistic shit that they was doing. But you got these college games who I reported on one earlier today. But even past that, who do man, I've went to a few college games. I'm like, you know what? If I had a gun, I'd shoot half you motherfuckers. I really would, cause y'all out of line. And then you got the professional game. So it's a whole culture of being able to sit in your comfortable seat and be an asshole and push the envelope and really instigate any kind of altercation with any fucking body. This is fans are like gangbangers on steroids. Pretty much. Once you put your jersey on, because once they put their colors on, they letting you know who they banging for. I got my, this me, baby. I got the hat, and if I see somebody with a different color on, we riding on them fools. You're in the bathroom trying to take a piss. Somebody won't start a fight with you because you got a different jersey on. But then these same motherfuckers go home. These people so violent out here in these streets. They doing all this stupid shit, shooting at people. You paralyze the motherfucker in the bathroom. And the ironic part is, people that got into a fight at this particular 49er game were all 49ers fans. So now motherfuckers ain't even fight. They not just fighting the opposing teams fans. They fighting. They just come to the games fighting. And why I said earlier, y'all need to get a life. See, half you motherfuckers, the bulk of you motherfuckers are people who need to really get something to do with yourselves. because you can't engulf. Look, I play sports. I love sports, but they're still just a game. You wonder why these players could play real hard in the game and then dap each other up and go home. And even after a loss, you would think they need to be depressed and just mad at the world. Well, none of these guys like losing. And trust me, I know and have been around enough professional athletes to know this. None of them like losing. Nobody in life likes losing. But guess what? Ultimately, they know they're winners in life. And what goes on the field, that's more controllable for them to a degree, because you can accept if you gave your all in a circumstance and the circumstance didn't go out in your way, because you're playing a team game 9 times out of 10, and you can say, you know what, this didn't go right, that didn't go right, I didn't do my job at a particular time, they didn't do their job at a particular time, somebody got hurt, coach made a bad call, so you know what, I can't really just say F it all, because we just got to tighten up. And I clown with my coworkers about this shit at work. Like, when fans say, we, who the fuck is we? Motherfucker, you ain't on the team. Who the fuck is we? Once you roll up on your favorite team, your players, and say, look, we need to do better. We need to get it popping. We need to, tighten this up on here. And the player eventually gonna ask you, motherfucker, I don't play with you. I mean, I appreciate you a fan, but you realize I'm not playing with you. Like, you couldn't even make it through practice. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now, the violent part is I don't get it. Because ultimately, on one end, the cops should have been nipped this shit in the bud. The league should have been nipped this shit in the bud. These colleges, security in general, and all these things should have nipped this shit in the bud. Because I'm going to tell you, what's disturbing to me as a brother is this. I have to watch myself when I go to certain games, because there are certain fans who are too belligerent. And I'm not even talking about on a racial, and I'll talk about that in a minute. They're just too fucking belligerent. You bring your kids to the game, you got this stupid motherfucker behind you. I kill a motherfucker. Whoa, it's just a game. It's the difference between talking trash and having fun, and you actually, like, really too into it. Like, you really need to sit your punk ass down somewhere. Like, it's just a game. It's not the end of the world because your team win or lose. It's really not. You can either celebrate, or you can sulk. It really doesn't matter to me. But it's still just a game. But you can't bring your family there, because you can't feel safe. And you gotta watch yourself, because some people are so belligerent, you really just want to turn around and break their fucking neck to shut them up, because even the people around them don't say nothing. And that's how you know the culture is violent, because 9 times out of 10, some things go down where you can be in a stadium, a crowd of people, and somebody just going too far. Somebody say, hey, chill out. And then they'll go off on the person for telling them to chill out or tone it down a little bit. And then the person says, you know what? I'm going to beat your ass. That person, when they get up, wait a minute, we need to... Dude, this motherfucker here been screaming and making this a terrible experience for me and my family for the last 45 minutes. Don't tell me don't kick his ass now. When I told him to chill out, you should have told him to chill out too. When I told him to chill out, you should have backed it up and like, yeah, you do need to calm down. His friends next to him who knows, yeah, you're around a bunch of people who don't know you acting an ass, you do need to sit down. That doesn't happen as much as it should. Now, on a racial level, I don't understand y'all. I mean, how many niggas and spicks and wops and gooks and shit and the fuck? Because here's the racial part about it. 9 times out of 10, the players on the field or on the court are not gonna be slinging out them comments, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna get knocked out, because it's legal once you're in the field. But when you're in the crowd, it creates an extra tension because you calling my people niggas and monkeys and shit on a team because that's not because for one you're a racist piece of shit, but for two because you hate the team so much you have to interject racism, but your favorite players are the same type of people. So you know, which is why I always was looking at these fans why they so fickle because you know if he's on the Giants he's a nigga, but if he's on the Cowboys he's Jesus. But if the Cowboys trade him to the Giants, now now he's a nigga now. But if his family hear you calling all these other people niggas and jailbirds and porch monkeys and shit, they gonna okay, that's how you feel about my family. Or that's how you feel about my friends. Or that's how you feel about my favorite player. Or that's how you feel about me, motherfucker. So you know what? Sit the fuck down before I choke you. But I'm gonna end it right there because I tried to talk about fine violence and I started talking violent. I guess violence begets violence. I don't know, man. It's just, y'all need to get a hobby, play sports outside of the games, work out because a lot of you motherfuckers are really out of shape, drunk people who probably got low testosterone and ain't getting enough pussy. So you need to get a hug, a role model, or something. All right.